matches. They were so eager to get started, Pam Shriver. They ripped through the warm-up quickly, and they are set for this championship match. Let's go to you courtside.
Well, Chris, the sun right now is behind a big dark cloud, but it is definitely hotter and more humid than yesterday when I was here for the Isner semifinal. Both players are okay in the humid weather. Pliskova won in Brisbane, and of course Barty's from Australia. I love the variety we're going to see in this match. Barty is going to start things off with serve. Of course, the crowd's still settling in. It's 1 o'clock. Doubles final to follow with the Bryan twins. First point.
Barty grew up in Brisbane in Australia, a tropical climate, so she loves this kind of weather and feels very much at home.
And also keep that depth.
Sometimes it can take Karolina some time to find her game. Once she gets in the zone, and in her words, she was in the zone against Simona Halep in the semifinals. She's tough to stop. That's a very, very nice start for Ashleigh. Barty finishes her first service game with an ace. Pam Shriver visited with both players. Just
does, very much like a Federer.
One of the slices in that rally was what you and Renee were talking about earlier this morning, that side spin that she generated. Barty is such a terrific athlete. Just before she did the interview with Pam and walked out here, she was in that artificial grass area where the players warm up. Struggled making first serves in that game and paid the price. It's Pliskova with the first break of this. Now, beautiful serve in the corner.
Remember, Pliskova is so tall that the trajectory of her serve, the bounce is higher. And Barty is at 5'5". That's going to trouble her. That was a little lazy on the feet, that shot.
And the ace-queen with her first of the match. Very accurate serving so far. And Barty able to hold. Pliskova still up the early break as the Dolphins. Karolina is a player that stays pretty calm. She says not quite as calm as she looks sometimes, but when she's able to get the early break, as she first break opportunities for Barty. That's a nice point. Backhand variety, then the forehand to get Pliskova on the move. And the winner to break back for 3-all.
She's limping. She's hurt her knee. She's concerned. So if she comes out, it's not going to be quickly.
I see an ice bag under her bench, Pam. That's what that's for. Okay. Coaching can be hazardous too.
Conchita injured herself?
Yes.
Well, it was, I mean, she was out there hitting slice backhands galore against Pliskova. Now, that's good. Now, Barty's playing closer to the line. She's taking the ball earlier, changing the direction.
The 10th Australian woman to do so. She'll be up to a career-high number 9 in the new rankings based on her results here. But the first in 9 years.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big deal. Sam Stosur got to the top 2. Had more experience in finals than Barty, of course.
Yeah, this is only a level below the Grand Slams. That's how high a quality tournament it is.
So she stops the
more drop shots. Tougher sometimes for Barty because of the pace of Pliskova. But
true.
She just made the opportunity there.
True.
Oh, it's beautifully struck.
Solid. Solid. Balanced again. Measure hair. Nice.
Those are 2 really nice points when, as Pam pointed out, Ashleigh was up again at 5-4.
Now she's down here, like 20 minutes from my house.
Didn't you photobomb one of her camera shots this week?
I did. I like to pick on her.
So
She's very pickable.
She's needed these big serves in this game, and she's delivered. He's a young Czech Republic fan. He's got the hat, he's got the flag painted on the face, the lollipop going.
That's what that toddler needed 5 minutes ago. Good lollipop.
Yeah. Pacifier.
That's a beautiful serving game and a fist pump from Pliskova.
Well, you get one. Why not take one?
Doesn't carry over to the second set, right?
No, you get one. So. Oh. Right in the corner.
Pliskova will try to force.
You have a second serve that hits the line. You always feel like that's a little risky.
It was out, however. Barty didn't challenge, and there's no overrule. It's the second time. Player has not stopped the point.
That might have been her
Ball
biggest
out.
serve, 112 miles per hour so far.
That's a kind of deep shot. It skidded and took time away from Barty, and so we will have this. well said. Isner told me last night he approaches every point in its. Now missed, hit it off her back foot, and the only three-set final here in the last decade, Serena and Sharapova in Key Biscayne a few years ago. Well, Barty took control of the tiebreak early. There's a challenge here. We'll hold on, but I think that the call was correct, and this tiebreak is over. 7 points to 1 for Barty, who was down an early break in this set. Tremendous response, great breaker. The first serve in this game. And the double delivers Barty the third chance to break. By far the longest game of the match.
Pliskova's got to get herself out of this negative mood right now. She's still so much into this match, and you can tell she's down on herself by her face.
You're seeing the same thing that Conchita Martinez saw. It's a narrow margin. She feels like she's not playing well, but it is very close. And if she can bring the serving up just a little and make these service games easier, very, very capable of turning this around.
And she can get streaky great with her serve. I wonder if we're seeing one of these streaks right now.
She hopes so. Just her third ace. Barty has 6. Oh, didn't do a lot with the volley, and Barty, who's got sharp instincts at the net. Wow, the break finally, a 20-point, more than...
For what, her 14th different winner on the WTA Tour?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Much better. You're right, Pam. We've not quite seen anything like this between the men's and women's events before the round of 16. Disappointing that Serena had to pull out with a knee issue here. This is the tournament that she's dominated as a transplanted South Floridian.
Yeah, we haven't seen this in more than a decade, because Serena dominated until the last couple of years. You could always count on her to get to the final. That's not going to work.
She's just not comfortable, is she?
No.
Barty draws her in, and then Karolina was not very energetic. For frustration might carry over, might affect her attitude.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen Pliskova very streaky. Two big backhands the last 2 points.
No positivity.
I have to say, though, she's gotten better over the years, because she used to get even more down on herself and half give up. But she has to, if she wants to win a Grand Slam, which that's her goal, she's going to have to change the attitude.
close as she came, she got outplayed by Kerber in New York in the final. She's won Cincinnati. Finally, and she caused her set, but for whatever reason, been few comebacks from a set down in the finals in the last 10 years. Just one.
Well, she's trying to cut the rally short.
Second, she was a game away, had to go off the court for another hour, didn't finish till after 1 o'clock.
So that emotionally makes you tired right there.
A more straightforward hold, still down. It's not like going for a 5-mile jog. This is explosive movement back and forth,
yeah.
Changing direction.
Interval.
Sure.
Boy, the one thing about Barty also, she's so agile and flexible out there.
Pliskova's 3-set comeback against Cornet, lost the first set in a breaker. Very next round, Pliskova was 7-5 in the third.
Right.
This will be something else. If Barty can keep her composure and close the way she looks like she wants to close right now.
Didn't move. Did not move at all. Richie check in.
Some pressure there on that little one.
Wow. Was that a hold at love? After all the adventurous Pliskova service games? It's hard to find a bigger gap in service points played, and that's 16 for Barty, winning 14 of them, and Pliskova's had to play 48 service points, and when she told her coach, "I'm dead," that does not help your energy level when you have to work that hard to hold.
No. Trust me, we've all been there. You know, well, maybe you haven't been there, but
I've been nowhere.
You've been nowhere. But maybe in your broadcasting, like you just didn't have it that day. I don't know, but it does happen, and sometimes you just can't get any energy going.
What was your, as he misses that, and Barty is now within a game. What do you tell yourself?
Keep the point short. Another sign of fatigue. Wow, she looks fresh as a daisy out there, doesn't she? Ashleigh Barty, she senses a victory.
Baby, I swear to God, that was the first sign that Pliskova was just ticked when she put her hands on her hips when the baby was crying.
Well, making no move to that ball, and Ashleigh Barty with 3 championship points, the biggest trophy of her singles career. That's it. Ashleigh Barty, champion of Miami. Biggest trophy she's won as a singles player.